read the title of this video, go ahead and get comfortable. Sit on down. My name is Ethan, also known as E-Train. I'll be taking care of you tonight. The world has gone a little too nonchalant. It's gone to a point where acts of care, consideration, call it love, is seen as desperate, strange, weird, and I don't like that. I'm not comfortable with that. Personally, for me and how my personality is, I care a lot and I care deep for the people that I love and cherish. Yet, I've had some experiences in my life where I would show that love maybe a little too strong and scare people away. And maybe it's how I went about it, maybe my delivery, maybe my, multiple factors could have played into it. Yet, we see now and again that everyone is too cool, too nonchalant, too chill, don't really care about anything. And I don't like that. So let's dig deep. We obviously know that in a world of online presence and social media and Instagram, TikTok, all this, which is essentially garbage, is ruling our lives. I'm not sitting on a high horse here. I am definitely part of that statistic of doom scrolling. I I'm not comfortable showing my screen time, so there we go. That should be enough said. Anyways, it's you see these people every day at school, at work, or whatever wherever point of life you are in right now. You see people in real life and you see their social media presence, and it's like you can't get rid of them. And if we go back in time, granted, I'm a 20-year-old man, so there's not a long time to go back to, but growing up, when you first let's do a little thought experiment. When you first had a crush on somebody, truly looked at somebody and was like, that person is beautiful, handsome, whatever, I don't discriminate. But go back to that time. Think about how pure that was. You can only see that person for a set amount of time every single day. And every single day, it gets harder and harder not to keep your eyes away from them. So you go through this feedback loop in your head. How do I approach them? How do I say hi? I'm already friends with them. Whatever the predicament was, and you need to make a move. So you go up and maybe say hi, and that person didn't reciprocate. They didn't like you. Maybe it was not feeling you like that. So that breaks your heart, and now you're like, oh man, okay, I guess I came on too strong. I got to be a little bit more chill, nonchalant. Bump that. I'll go ahead and say it. Screw that. If that is your personality, and that is how you act on a day-to-day basis, and it's comfortable to you, don't change. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying you gotta completely switch up and show that you care. Because for the right person and the right people, you will. However, when meeting somebody new, when meeting somebody interesting, when meeting somebody, it doesn't even have to be in a relationship context. We tend to just be on some laid back, cool, like you're the boss. And that doesn't sit right with me. So it even goes back further to when we break up with somebody, when we maybe have a situationship, and one person's feeling super into the other person, but they're not on the same wavelength. You're gonna always see their Instagram, YouTube, if they on that, Snapchat, TikTok, all these whack areas of life, and you can't get rid of them because you don't want to Maybe the breakup or the situation was cool. Y'all were friends, and y'all don't want you want to be you want to keep being friends because you like how you are around them. Yet it's not conducive to you. It's not healthy to you. You care. You are chalant. Ergo, you got to do what's right for you. You got to care about yourself. You got to be chalant about yourself. And therefore, chalant about others. That leads into being chalant about others. This video may be a little all over the place. It's my first time really doing this, talking to a camera, other than the intro to this channel, but bear with me. If you really care about something, let's look at dreams, right? You truly give a damn about yourself, about where you want to go. You want to get $1 million. You want to have a nice car. You want to take care of your mom. You want to do this. You want to do that. You wish, you wish, you wish. That doesn't sound like nonchalant vibes to me. That doesn't sound like cool vibes to me. That doesn't sound like, oh man, I'm just chill, wait for that shit to come. You want that. You need that because that's your current predicament is worse, and you want to achieve that so you can have the opportunities and tools to benefit the people around you and yourself. So let's spread that to others. Because at the end of the day, everyone wants to feel love. Everyone wants to feel cherished. Everyone wants to feel chosen. Especially men. I mean, I can only speak from the man's point of view. But I talk to my lady friends, and they're saying, hey, like I like this guy, but he doesn't show anything. He doesn't communicate any of these. He doesn't care. Or at least shows that he cares. And 9 times out of 10, the dude cares. The person cares. They want to spend time with you, but they don't. Maybe past prior commitments, they have been wronged for being out there and honestly on cringy about it, on the verge of embarrassing themselves, because it takes some courage to go up to a person and be like, I care about you a lot. I'd love to spend more time with you. So we can't let the past rule us forever. We can learn, we can adapt, and we can change. We got to do that in order to move forward in life, right? Simple. This is simple logistics. So when you truly care about something in your life, truly give a damn, truly are considerate, thinking about that thing, whether it be a person, a place, a career, whatever. Why is it weird to not go all out, to not go head over heels over that thing? If it isn't your vibe, if it isn't your personality trait to do that, if that's uncomfortable, then you should do that. Try that. See where that takes you. And if it takes you down a wrong path, if it takes you into a weird predicament, an uncomfortable situation, you're making some good decisions. And if you are nonchalant and you are laid back and chill, with the people that are in your life right now, could you go up to them legitimately, no ego, no pride, no anything, just plainly go up to that person, those people that you consider friends, loved ones, partners, whatever, and say, I truly, utterly care about you, and I love and cherish that you are in my life in And if you're a God fearing person like I am myself, I'm not saying if you're not, it's a bad thing. But you can even incorporate that. Love hard, man. Love true. Love pure. Love passionate. And if you get embarrassed along the way, that's awesome. I forgot the actor's name, but I'm sure you've seen it on TikTok and Instagram. The actor for the Elvis biopic. He's in this train with this guy, and he's like, embarrassment is a underworked emotion. Go out there and make a fool of yourself. And this is what this video is about. Do we want to keep people with high energy and high drive and high dedication? Do we want to keep those traits in this weird realm, this negative realm where it's off-putting, it's strange? If we really think about it, it's kind of cool. Like, to have someone really into something, really like geeked out about something. I'm a pilot. I love flying airplanes, and I can't like talk about it enough. I geek out about it with my friends, man, and like we align with that, and we go crazy over that. We talk about different airframes, engine types, talk about all these intricacies that make these things fly and transport people place to place. Go out there and make a fool of yourself. Truly, utterly, with no regrets. You're gonna make a fool of yourself. You're gonna make some mistakes, but that will mold you into the person you should be. If you're too laid back, nothing changes. Nothing matters. You can't go out there and expect opportunities to come to you. That's just not how the world works. Sometimes, yeah, by chance, by coincidence, things come laid up on your lap by the good Lord above. He does that sometimes, but he also appreciates the people that go out there and get it. Last thing, I mentioned earlier about relationships, breakups, negative things, bad things, horrible things, even. It could feel at times that your world is ending and you don't know what to do, especially if it's someone that you deeply cared about, deeply cherished, and it just didn't work out. With this video in mind and what we talked about so far, we can tend to hold back our emotions as men. I can speak for on behalf of men that we don't like to show. We don't like to expose that vulnerable side of us. And here's where this video gets tricky, because I'm out here talking about some go out, go out, go out, go crazy, go make a fool of yourself, and enjoy that ride, enjoy maybe a change of pace. But this is a touchy area. While yes, it's good to let out those emotions in whatever form that is comfortable to you. Personally, for me, whenever I get into my own head, get into my feelings, I like to go to the gym. I like to have some boxing gloves. I like to go punch the punching bag for a couple minutes, do some push-ups, and then call some friends. I need to stay busy to really process a deep negative interaction, moment, whatever. Yet, in times, that can backfire. You can't escape every negative confrontation and negative interaction. Something that makes you deeply sad, something that will make you cry. But the more you show could lead into something where you're on ice, essentially. You're on cracking ice, very thin ice. Because if that person that you're showing those emotions to is not emotionally mature enough to accept that you're upset, and not use that against you, which I think is the core of this argument, this core of this nonchalantness of the world, if that makes sense. We just don't want to get hurt. We don't want to have our emotions and our weaknesses be used against us because that's not who we are. Maybe momentarily, but that's not who we are, who we identify as. I am not an emotional person. I just am in touch with that side. And I'm man enough to say that there are going to be times where I can't escape to a room and let out some tears. I just have to bear with that. For the ladies, in my experiences, I've gotten told that, like, Ethan, you never cry when we have these deep, really deep convos. Why is that? Do you not even care? You take that for what you will. There are going to be times where you shouldn't do that. To the wrong people, they will use that against you. But for the people that you trusted, that you trust, that may have seen you in that form before, do it. Cry in front of them. Cry with them. Care, man. Care. The world is too bleak now. There's just too much things to be worried about and to be afraid of politically. But if there's one thing you can take away from this video, is that I'm a young man. I have, God willing, a lot more life to live, a lot more things to experience. You matter. Even if you don't feel that right now, you truly, but there's not, like, I don't know how a better way to express it, but you truly matter. There are people out there in the world that will care for you and will love you for you, flaws and all. Doesn't matter. But if you're too laid back, too shelled up, you may never find those people. So get up, dust yourself off, and go out there. I've been E-Train the Main. um, it is my first legit video, and I'm gonna just treat this channel as a way to vent my frustrations. And if I'm not really expecting it to take off or anything, but hopefully this reached out to a few people, and I hope this helped. Um, in regards to this channel, I don't think, again, I don't think I mentioned in this video, but maybe in my intro, I am a college student. This is my last year. Actually, my last semester, and I'm that's gonna be my main focus, obviously. But I like how this sounds. This is a good, almost what's the word? Time capsule for me. And it's on the internet. It's whatever. I don't think I said anything completely absurd in this video. I'm definitely gonna edit it. make sure I hit the nail on the head with the things I wanted to talk about and what this video is about. People care about you, people love you, even if you don't feel it. Because life is, although feelings can take over a lot of the time, they're not the be all end all to how to rule your life. So go out there, enjoy yourself. Go make some mistakes. It's gonna be okay. Doesn't matter what age you are. Doesn't matter what predicament you're in. What cards you're dealt. You'll be all right. But take care.